Okay. Low key, it's really late, but I'm still about to pop an energy drink. So we're about to get into a chest and back day. Sorry I haven't uploaded in a couple days. A lot of stuff's been going on, and also I recorded like 3 different videos. They all looked like absolute garbage, so I decided to not post them. And even though I edited some of them, I thought they were okay. But no, I thought they were all fucking terrible, so I just threw them in the scrapbook and we're done with that shit. So yeah, something on my camera. Anyways, low-key, since we're already in my room, I might as well show you guys this shit. Got a USPC medal for winning a fucking, or for setting some records or whatever. And then these are 2 other medals that I did. I've only done 3 meets, and this is just a little Christmas one. This was a cancer awareness one. Yeah, they're pretty cool. And then I got my guitars and a sword. That's pretty cool. Then yeah, actually we're about to fucking munch some shit down real fast because I have not eaten all day, pretty much. I've been at work. Plus I'm gonna eat a protein bar too before I go. So yeah. Grab all that shit probably. Also, even though I'm not sponsored, I fucking wish I was. These are so good. Bum Energy. So good. I don't drink soda anymore, but God, these are great. Anyways, fuck, what time is it? My phone's on the charger. It's like 10:15 probably. Something like that. So 10:15, I'm taking an energy drink. Gonna eat a little bit of things, and then try to blast this workout in. I'm gonna teach you guys some form today. Teach you guys some form, and then how I pose and everything like that. I'll show you guys that. As long as nobody's in the gym, because I'm not gonna lie, that was another reason why I didn't post a video. So there was some people in the gym, and I'm not really trying to like be the center of attention in the gym at all. Even though like I'm a really talkative person, I don't know. Especially whenever they don't have headphones on. I don't know. I'm scared to talk in the mic. So I didn't do that. And yeah. I don't know. But we're gonna munch this shit down. Get my stuff ready. And I'm gonna be in the gym. So I'll just see you guys in the car in the gym. See you, Matt. Okay, so you're in the gym now. Thankfully, nobody's here. It's kind of fire. Very, very glad about that. I'm not gonna lie. So we are gonna. So nobody's here in the gym, which makes me happy. That way I can actually record and not have to worry about a lot of stuff. So we are going to get into some minor stretching. A little bit of warm up before I hit the bench, and then yeah, we're gonna bench a little bit. Cool. So see you over there. Okay, so do a little bit of stretching. Feeling pretty okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna go to the bench now. I'm gonna warm up a little slower than I normally do, so yeah, we'll get into that. Okay, so you want to learn how to bench, right? I think everybody messes up right off the bat. They don't know where to like put their body at, I guess. Every time that you probably noticed it before, I put my hands kind of where I feel like they're gonna be. What I like to do is I keep my thumb on the grip, but like I extend my thumb out, and then on the very like edge of the grip here before it starts going to the normal flat bar or whatever flat surface thingy, then I tuck my thumbs in, and I like round my shoulders. And how you do that is like you're rounding your back like that, or whatever the hell you want to call them, like your shoulder blades. Your shoulder blades are going to be like down into the bench, and you're digging your back into the bench because you're trying to be more stable. That's like a big thing. You want to be really stable, so whenever you take the weight off of the rack, you're not like, you don't want to be swaying the weight or like super shaky. You don't want to be like that going down. You don't want to go down and then like only have one side go up and the other side go like that. So the very first mistake that people make is on their lift off. Actually, if you have a bad lift off, your lift is going to be atrocious, right? So like I said, what I do, I push my back into it, get like really in there, and then if you see my feet right now, I'm kind of playing with them, but I adjust my feet to get it like kind of tight. I have good tension here, and then you keep your shoulders like rounded off, and you literally just push up with your shoulders a little bit, and you keep your shoulders extended like that in a sense, and you're keeping the bar on your wrists, like on your palm, meaning like you want the bar like here-ish. That way you're getting more power from your wrist, because if it's more up here, you see like on the other side of your hand, like right here, there's no bone, like there's no support bone with your forearms, so you're not getting any support from that. So if you have and this goes with anything, like even a dumbbell, you put the bar onto your thumb, like on that muscle here, the muscle, whatever whatever the hell you want to call it. I really don't know the name, but like just right here, which naturally it should be on there, and you grip tight, you do whatever you want to do. I know some people, what I actually used to do, I would keep my thumbs still extended just because it kind of felt better. Some people do suicide grip because they feel like they get a better grip on their palm, so it's more supporting, you know what I mean? Others will do what I was just doing. You have them like this, but you don't want to round them like this. You want to keep them straight-ish, I guess. Yeah, I'm trying to think of how I do this. Yeah, you want to keep them straight, and then kind of line your eyes up with the bar here. It's ideal that you have a spot, but if you're actually going for a heavy lift, you're gonna only go like this far, line up with the bar, and you go off, because like right now it's really weird to unrack. So I'm gonna unrack it, and it is kind of weird, but I kind of imagine myself tearing the bar apart here, and I go down and you explode up. So you're keeping full body tension, right? You keep your back like naturally arched. That's why you're rounding your back. So your back is like naturally arched like this, and you're creating the full body tension of where the force goes from your feet all the way through your body, through your forearms, into your explosiveness, right? But if you don't do full body tension and you thrust, right, you're thrusting, meaning all of that force is going from your feet straight to the bar, and that's why it's easier for most people to bench more weight whenever they're doing the thrust, right? And that's why everybody does that whenever they're going for super heavy lift and they can't get it up. But me, power lift training and all that stuff, whenever I did it, it just feels weird for me to not, pause or not necessarily pause, but keep the full body tension, keep my butt on the bench, all these other things. I mean, you just pick up the habit, right? So, I mean, that's kind of like the general idea of how you bench, and you actually want to get a stronger bench. But the thing that a lot of people mistake bench with is they think that if all of your other lifts go up, your bench is going to go up, which naturally you would think that, right? And I mean, it might, I'm not saying that it won't at all, because it definitely will. You get stronger as a whole, it's going to go up. But the main thing is that bench is a skill. Most of your compound lifts are going to be skills, meaning the more you do them, the better you're going to get at them. So, like for instance, me, I took a little bit of a break. I came back, and all of my auxiliary lifts, like curls, stuff like that, tricep pushdowns, all these other things, shoulder press, whatever, stayed the same way. If not, I'm getting stronger, faster with those. And then as soon as I go back to my bench, my deadlifts, my squat, it's way less. You're not used to the movement anymore. What you think was natural might not be the exact, perfect replica of what you were doing before. So you're not going to get the same result. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people mistake that, and I mean, I'm not saying I didn't, because I definitely did. And it's just a learning experience like anything else in life. You kind of just go with it, and whatever works, works. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. But yeah, so, well, that's my phone. That's kind of just a rundown on bench. Obviously, wrist wraps help as well, because if your wrists round off, then like I said, all of your force that's coming from your forearm here and your palm, it rounds off, and it's not going to be there anymore. You're losing way more of your output than you should be, because you shouldn't be losing any of it at all. That's why, whenever you go for your 1 rep, you always have your wrist wraps on, or whatever the hell you want to do. Or you don't. I mean, if you have good wrists, then don't use them. It's whatever you want to do, really. I didn't use them for a while. There was actually some lifts where I didn't use them because all my blood circulation would be cut off. So, I don't know. I mean, like I said, it's to each their own. If you don't want to do that, then don't do it. If you do want to use them, then use them. I think you shouldn't care about what other people think. If somebody says, oh, that's cheating, it doesn't really matter. You got the weight up. Sure, some things help, like slingshot and all that. I don't think slingshots count. Or elbow wraps. But if you're doing it just so you can lift heavy and you don't want to hurt yourself, then go right ahead. I don't think you should even worry about other people. But yeah, I'm just gonna get into my bench now. Okay, so now I got lat pull down. I'm gonna teach you guys how to lat pull down. It's where you actually feel it in your back. So yeah, I mean, I guess I'm just gonna do this with wraps anyway, whatever. Why not? Yeah, also, if you don't know how to use wraps, I'm gonna also teach you that. You throw it through your hand like this. It's supposed to go in your palm. And you go under, right? A lot of people go over. And I did this whenever I first got them too. I went over. Not smart. You go under, because you're creating opposite tension on your wrists, to where if it's actually gonna roll out, it's gotta go through my fingers too. Like I'm literally pulling. I'm not even squeezing at all. Like my arms are literally, my hands are open. I'm just pulling. Now if you go the other way, it's just, actually I'll show you. Go the other way, right? You roll this, and guess what? Pull it right off. So, because it's just following the path of your hand. Anyways, just a quick little thing. But tighten it at the same time, obviously. Go down. That's what most people mess up. Also, that's not low enough for me. Fuck. Okay, we're not confusing wraps. Actually, yeah, we are. I'm just gonna hurry the fuck up. Right. So I'm doing a wide grip right now, right? You want your knees to be on the edge of this. Like the top of your knee is gonna be on this. You're gonna be like kind of back here-ish. And I kind of straighten out a little, right? And I'm pulling straight down. I only go up about this high. I don't like to do this because I think that's just kind of stupid. But it's also really important that you don't round your grip in. Keep your grip outwards in a sense. So you're keeping it like this, right? Keeping it like this. This is exactly what you should be doing. If you literally just do this when you're sitting down, right? You just have your hands like this. You squeeze in. kind of like you're about to flex or pose or something. You squeeze in, you'll literally feel it throughout your whole entire lat, all the way from like your middle to like the upper-ish area, back by your shoulder blade. So yeah, I mean, people overcomplicate the hell out of lat pull downs, but they're really not that bad. Some people don't feel them, some people feel them more than anything ever. Me personally, I'm one of the ones that feel it more than anything ever. So yeah, we're gonna up the weight. See what a set looks like. I might change the angle just so you guys can see like the bar path or whatever. And hell, I might even highlight it. Maybe, I don't know. We low-key not that technical with it yet. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys the set, obviously. Okay. That was a good set. Just for like a pretty decent warm-up set. Ow, motherfucker. That was a good set. I'm up the weight a little bit. But like, you see how I was letting it like take me up-ish? Like I'm pulling back and I'm leaning backwards slightly to where it kind of goes with my chest. And then I let it pull me forward a little bit. Nothing like, you know, I'm not letting fucking rock me back and forth, but you let it take you a little bit and you kind of just follow the weight in a way. Not like I said, you're not rocking back and forth, but you are guiding the weight. You're controlling it, obviously, and you just go down. Squeeze, you have to squeeze. You're trying to build that mind-muscle connection to where like when you start to feel it, the feeling should be there every time after you feel it once. And that's the feeling you're looking for every time you're doing like a back movement for your lats. But it should be the same one on pull-ups, sorry. Maybe a little different, but same general idea. Okay, I don't know how this is gonna look. It should look a little different, but we're gonna get into some incline, right? Actually, speaking of that, I'm gonna take my shirt off for this one. If you're wondering what mic I'm using, I have a DJI Mic Mini. Kind of tough. I like them. I like them a lot, actually. I got them off Amazon for like 80 bucks maybe. Pretty good. I mean, I'm assuming they're good if you guys like them. But I'm gonna start off at 70s. Hopefully this looks okay on the camera. Me that I keep. So the way I do these, obviously, put it on my knees. On my knees, fling it up. I keep my back flat. You don't want to round your back. That's basically a flat bench. So keep my back flat. You know, lay back. I'm keeping the bar path like kind of tucked. Go up. See how my chest is like popping up. Go back down, stretch. Back up, squeeze. And repeat. All right, 80s, let's go. Okay. We'll do one more and go to the next workout or thing that I'm gonna do. Probably some T-bar chest portal rows. So I'll see you guys over there. Okay. Originally, I used to do wider grip, but now I changed to closer grip. Okay. So what you want to do is make sure your height, if you have a T-bar row like this, you want your foot height to be pretty good. You want, honestly, I always keep my upper chest lined up with this. That way I can, it's like literally lined up directly with my arms, I guess. So whenever I go, I'm just going. Okay. I keep my shoulders kind of rounded back, I guess. That way my chest is like more up, because you want your chest to be up, right? You don't want it to be like all the way down in here and you just be cranking them out. You're really gonna be feeling jack shit. So what I do, I get my chest up here. I'm like literally looking up, right? Kind of like a squat, I guess. Like you look up so your form stays more strict. Yeah, but I will legitimately just do that. Okay, I'm up right here. And I'm just going back. I'm squeezing up the top. And you'll feel it in like your mid-ish back section. It feels fucking phenomenal. I love this exercise. Sometimes I hate doing it, but I do love it. It works wonders. I think you will see a lot of growth doing this. So I'm gonna add some more weight and we're gonna get into a set. All right, let's get into this set. Then I got, I'm gonna do some flies, and then I'm gonna finish it off with some high to low flies. Just get the rest of that out. And that's a workout actually. So yeah, plus my GoPro's about to die, so we're gonna lock in here. I always use wraps for this. If you don't have wraps, I highly recommend getting some. Yeah, I think they're great. Obviously you can get better ones, but you can get the ones with the D-ring on them, which I think are, I mean, I've never used them, but they seem pretty good. But I also kind of just figure shit out if I don't have it. So that's just me at the same time. I low-key hate these because I already have grips on them, but I mean, they're good, so it's whatever. Fucking hell. Those are hard. Okay, I'm gonna fix this too for you, because I know a lot of people mess this up so bad. Oh my gosh, it's horrible. I don't need these wraps though, so I'm gonna throw these off to the side. Okay, if you see where my arm path is here, that's already like pretty decent-ish. But I like mine one more up. I don't like that deep stretch because it feels like it's more tension on my arms. I don't like that. You can tear them doing that. It's not good. I don't really have a lot of weight on right now, so I think it's like, what, half the sack, something like that. So you want your seat height to be good because you want this lined up with your chest. You don't want it lined up with the shoulders. So you see how my arm is literally like to my chest, right? This is like damn near perfect already. But you also keep your back straight and you keep your chest out. Squeeze. Right? So you're gonna feel a lot more when you're doing that instead of, you know, as comparison to having it on your shoulders, because like I said, so much on your shoulders, your biceps, it's just more limiting muscles to your actual chest, because say your chest is stronger, which it should be, you know, your other stuff's gonna give out first and it's gonna hurt worse. yeah, so I mean, that's basically how you do it. Yeah, I'm gonna add some weight, probably full stack like usual, and gonna do a set. So see you guys in a sec. Yeah, full stack. Okay, I'm gonna do one more set. I'll just record in one set. We're gonna get into some high to low flies, get this chest pump going the rest of the way, and then I'm gonna teach you guys some posing that I know of. I mean, I don't know a lot, but I'll teach you what I know. So let's get into it. Okay, I kind of can't remember if I showed you guys this stuff before, but I think I did in my first chest video. So do the same thing. First pose I'm gonna do is most muscular. You're literally just gonna, you kind of raise your arms like this. You bring them back a little bit. You flex your abs, you squeeze extremely fucking hard. Yeah, and you look pretty decent. Another one I'm gonna do is side chest. So I like to kind of get my body like this, so I'm ready to like turn. You need to open up a decent bit, push down, twist arm, cup. Squeeze hard as fuck on all these. Your ass wants to be able to pass the fuck out, but not actually pass out, obviously. But you won't be squeezing hella hard because you're gonna look juicy, veiny, vascular, awesome, right? I don't remember what this is called, but you're basically just gonna raise your arms like this. You're gonna suck, breathe out, push down, squeeze, right? Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna do some back poses because I like back poses, they're pretty cool. So I kind of line myself up with my camera, obviously. Retract, shoulders. Okay, first one we're gonna do is my normal, I don't even know what the fuck it's called, but just arms, push down, dig into you, and then flare out like you're doing a bicep, you know, right? So, you squeeze. Fuck, that shit's hard. A lat spread, I'll do a front and a back one. So kind of arms like this, you rotate your hands in and you push like this, okay? So I think it looks better on the back probably. I don't know, I've never took a video one. My fucking back just popped. Gosh, okay. Anywho, another pose that I like doing this. Just makes me feel lean. So put your arm over on your head like this. If you wanna, make your abs look a little better, push down right here. Push out, let all the air out. Crunch in, so you're crunching, crunch a little bit. Like I'm breathing out a lot because I'm getting all this fucking air out of my body. Because if I inhale and then I try to flex, see the difference? Like you're letting all the air out of your body. It sounds dumb, but it's literally just the truth. What else? Oh, tricep. So cup your hands like this, right? You're gonna cup your hands, you're push and rotate back. So I'm like, cup hands, push down, and you're like hugging it to your lat, hug it, rotate out, turn a little bit, flex your abs. Look pretty decent, right? Thinking of what else I do. Yeah, front double bi. I don't really do them, but I mean, they're easy. It's like the same thing that I did earlier, but forwards. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of all I got. I don't be doing a lot of poses like that, but that's all I got. So yeah, I mean, I really hope this video is educational. I hope you guys learned some stuff. So that is basically the whole entire chest and back day. I did that for months, still do it, right? That's the stuff that I was doing whenever I was getting all my powerlifting training done. I mean, I had 2 separate chest day things. So like on my next chest day, I would do heavier bench. On this day, I would do more like technical stuff, or vice versa, right? So I would also do like static holds. I would do some Larson press, some Spoto press, all this other stuff. Yeah, if you don't know what those are, just look them up or ask in the comments. I'll make a separate video explaining more in depth of everything that I did, how the meets went, what I did in the meet, how to prep and everything. You just gotta make sure you're hydrated, you know, eat well and rest. You gotta rest. You need your body to be able to recover. If you don't, then I don't know, you're just not gonna be able to get you're gonna be neglecting your gains a lot, which I made a lot of TikTok videos about stuff like that. So if you're really interested in that, just same name, it's Koniak Lifts on TikTok. You can go check that out if you want. But like I said, I hope you guys learned some stuff. If you guys like this kind of style of video, let me know, and I'll try to do some more stuff like that. I'll teach more things, but like I said, I mean, that's gonna be a video. I really appreciate you guys for watching, and I hope you guys all have a great day. Thank you so much. Peace.